Well, hey again, everyone. This is Bob from Hot Rock Central, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how I learned how to store my excess solar energy into heat so I could use that heat overnight to cut back on the drain on my battery banks. And what I did, just to start out for a small-scale experiment, is I took this 6-gallon bucket here, and I put some water heater elements in it. And what I did is I cut 2 holes in it. I got one hole here, and then I've got another one exactly opposite of it. And what I did is I used a hole saw that was a little bit smaller than the outside diameter of these threads here, because what you're going to do when you drill through this is you're going to get a lot of burrs. And then once you clean up the burrs and everything, then your element will fit in just right almost. You don't want to get the hole too big, because if you do, you're going to have a problem sealing it and it's be leaking. So anyways, I got those drilled, and what I did then is I put a washer behind this element here, and then I got ordered some silicone seals, and like you see there, and you put that on like that. And then this right here is a bung from an old water heater that I cut out with a side grinder, and I smoothed out the surface there so it'd make a good contact with the seal. And then all you do is just screw it in like that, good and tight. And I did the same thing on the other side with the second element, and both of these elements were 1,000-watt elements. Now, one single 1,000-watt element, intuitively I knew that it was going to be too strong and heat up this water too hot, and I wanted to keep it as close to below boiling as I could do it. So what I did is on the second element here, I took it and I wired it in series with the first element. So that took the 1,000 watts and cut it down to 500 watts. And I wasn't sure if even that would be too much. So what I did is I cut another hole for a thermal disc in there, and I siliconed in a thermal disc, thinking that I would probably need it to cut the electric on and off as it got to boiling. But as it turned out, the two 500 watts elements work just perfect at keeping the temperature at 200 degrees. So it wasn't even required to do that. And then once you get the elements in and everything, then what you do is you take some bricks like this, and I cut the corners off so that I could make them fit in the bucket better. And you just set them inside like that, and you stack it up so that you have some free space for the element to heat water. And then from there, then you can take your bricks and just stack them like that, cover it up until you get all the way to the top. And so anyways, after trying this out, I found out it didn't have a lot of staying power. It was good for heat, getting heat off of it for maybe an hour or two, and that was about all it was good for. So the next step was for me to scale this up and to see what difference that would make by going to a bigger bucket. So what I did is I went to a 30-gallon drum, and I'll take you inside and show that to you, because that's up and running and it's working right now. Okay, there you go. There's my 30-gallon version of it. And so happens that the lid from the little 6-gallon bucket worked perfect for a lid for this here, because on the other one, the outside of this went to the outside of the can, and the steam condensating on the lid would drain out over the lid onto the floor. So I actually, on the other one, I had to use it without the lid on it, and I was losing a lot of water during the day and had to keep filling it up. So this lid worked perfect for my 30-gallon bucket because it stays inside the rim, so all the water condensating on the lid just drops right back into the bucket. I still lose a little bit of water from evaporation, but I only have to use a pot of water every day to refill it back up. And then just keep an eye on the temperature, You know, I got this thermostat here, just to order off of eBay, and so I can monitor the temperature. And on this version here, instead of using two 500 or 1,000 watt elements in series, being there's a lot more mass in here, I figured a 1,000 watt element, just a single 1,000 watt element, would do the job better. So I went with that. And I did order a thermostat for this, but as it turns out, this will run all day, and it'll never get over 205 degrees, just below boiling. So thermostat wasn't even required for this, which is good. And then because this is going to be much heavier during the time of the year when I'm not going to be using this, I can put a hand cart on this, wheel it over to the outside of the shed, the outside door, and just open this up and drain it out. So I can have it dry and ready for the next season. And here's what it looks like on the inside. It's just all stacked up with bricks in there. And this heater here is much improved over the smaller one that I did. I actually get a good 4 or 5 hours of usable heat out of this drum heater here before the temperature goes down low enough where it's not effective anymore. So this was a good idea, and it's saving a little bit of wear and tear on my battery bank overnight. And I think this is a good project that you all can build if you've got the excess solar to do it with, to save yourself a little bit of wear and tear on your battery bank. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.